everyone, this is Pokediged here and welcome back for more anime previews to share with all of you out there. And today's preview is a very unusual preview to share with all of you. And if those of you are a huge fan of Digimon, but a Digimon Frontiers hardcore fan like myself, well, this is the video for you. And you're wondering, this is not really a Digimon Frontier theme with Renamon and Tailmon at the background, right? Well, they're just there for display because they're still Digimons. But what's in this package that I actually just got, because today is actually my day off, this may surprise you. And this is not like Bandai company that actually created this. I'm not talking about the box, but what's inside the box that may surprise you and myself, because this is a unboxing preview. I want to see if this is the one I have been long waiting for nearly 6 months for them to create. This company here in Hong Kong creates something that is very popular anime or very popular cartoon or Disney. Just depends on their likes. So you get my point there. But right now, let's open this box. And I can't believe this is happening right in my very own eyes, and what I am so happy to share with all of you. So if those of you know of these kinds of Digimon figures that you may notice from their transformations, the Japanese versions or their English versions, you may notice one character is always missing, right? And it's because maybe they fear that the girls may like it, or maybe if they put any girl characters, it's maybe too sexual kind. But with this company, they grant some of our wishes came true, which some of you may not be notice the words both written here in traditional Chinese and in Japanese. So if you may wonder what are these words, and then with this big words that's mostly you say mopat in Cantonese here in Hong Kong, this means wind here, feng. And the word right here, xin le sao, that is Fairymon's Chinese name. Fairymon, that's her Japanese name, or aka we say it Kazemon. And looking at the top right here, it's from the company's brand name, if I get this one correctly. So the company's name, I'll put the description down below and give them a huge credit for this. And this is actually very limited that they will make, because they make it from scratch to finish. So I have to give them a huge credit and link it down on this description down below. So now let's get opening to this box. So I have to be very careful with this. And here is all of the setups, and this one is also the forms are actually customized by the company itself. So let us remove all of these parts and I will be right back. And after opening up and get all the pieces, just to show to you all before I start assembling it, because unfortunately for this company they did not provide you or us the paper, like the instructions how do you assemble them. So I need to look at the reference that they post on their Instagram or on their Facebook, and then look at the pictures time to time and then see which part goes first, because I don't want to make a little mistake and then suddenly you cannot even remove them properly. So to be sure, I will have to assemble it. That means you will not be able to see me do like putting parts like recording or even speed wording, so I apologize for that. But I would like to show you the pieces of Fairymon right here. I'm just gonna say it in her Japanese name. So looking at the base first for Fairymon, and then with the wind effect, which I really like how the company make the wind effect like a little bit of a transparent. And then right here is to place one for her boots, which makes me call up that angel woman figure that I have right there. And I really like how they did the paint job, and then with the bars right here, like the gold lines and the squares, that really shows the accuracy from the series. And then these ones right here are also the wind effects, like separate parts, just to show this kind of a 3D outlook effect, which is, I find it very awesome right there. But for this cube, I'm not so sure what is this for, so I might figure it out because there's something right here, maybe something to attach one of these, so I have to leave that one for the last. And then we have a wing, or two wings, my bad, of Fairymons, one for the left and one for the right, and it's also transparent, and that is really cool. I really like it. And then we have her gloves, and oh crap, don't worry, the gloves are safe, don't worry. I also scared myself, but looking at the gloves right here, and you may notice instead of a solid, or like a solid color, it's like a very glossy kind, which is really, I like that one. And right here, which you notice that is missing, right? Don't worry, there's actually a piece for this. So I really do like the gloves, but just have to be careful not to drop these. Next, we have Fairymon's long hair right there, and this part is to touch the back of her head, which I'll show you the last part for Fairymon's rest of the body for the last, right there. Here, speaking of the gloves, this is the one to place it on her gloves, which you can see the two words right there, which we see in the Cantonese word phone right there, and the transparent mini wings, which is very adorable. Then I have two of these. I'm not so sure since I can't remember, but two pairs of these ones. I think it's something got to do with her boots, like that, the shoes that she has, so maybe. And then one tiny one, I assume that could be her headphones, like that. If you remember Fairymon's headphones, like attached to her ears and so forth, like that, baby. So I had to give that reference. And last but not least, the main attraction right here, the main body of her, and then with her poster, like there we go. And I really like the detailing of the colors, even though there's a low mist paint job, like let's say over the edges, over the outline, but it doesn't matter to me. Even like here, it doesn't bug me at all, because painting all this and then the sculpting, how to stand the figure itself with its right body gestures like this, it's really complicated. So I am really pleased. Even the facial expression, even though there's no lipstick whatsoever, just like that, they really got it. Even the covering of the gear, like, you know, the just to cover her eyes, they really got it. And without further ado, give me some moment and I will be right back. And for almost more than 30 minutes, around more than 30 minutes later, just to assemble this look like simple to build figure, it is in fact not so, especially when it comes to building or assembling the small parts just to attach Fairymon right here. It is very hard. But before I go to the down part of this one, like about the assembling part, let's go for the good part first. So the good part is I'm just happy that this company, the Hong Konger _GK, thank goodness you have created Fairymon figurine, because not all products you see a lot of her. You only see very few of her stuff, like Digivices and few gachas that represents Fairymon or Tsutsumon, her beast form, and that's about it. But when it comes to the other goods, you don't see much of her. So hopefully next year, when they celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Digimon Frontiers, they'll also provide a little bit more of Izumi slash Fairymon slash Tsutsumon. So the color wise for the Fairymon right here of this gorgeous Fairymon, I really like the choices that they make this color theme, especially the transparent of the wings, like the ones attached to her gloves up there, then her wings, and then the wind that's coming from the base right here from when they Digi-Spirit and then when they really transform like that. It is really dynamic. Even aside from the gloves, the color there, if you can see that, even the shoulder pads right here, the gear that's one covering her eyes, and then some part from the glove boots, I don't know how to say that, I apologize for it. They really make that color to really outstand her. Not too much glitter, just simple what it is. I just love it. Even the side view, you see her like that. And then moving to the back, you can see even the shoes, just solid, but it's really well enough. This is really well painted. Even the wave of her hair, that is so cool. So let me let you look also up there with her glove, with the two words that you see there that's written in Cantonese, say their phone, that means wind. And then looking to her right side, really a really sexy pose. So this is so beautiful figurine. However, going to the downside, let's turn this back. At the back, when it comes to assembling, like the magnet provided inside already of Fairymon, the wings is hard to attach, and the mini wings on her gloves, it was also hard to attach. So if you do recall of that look like candy alike, that's actually a blue tag, a green tag. Yeah, not blue tag but green. I had to use a little of that, attach it from here, and as well with the with Fairymon's wings. So it was a little tricky and my hands started a little shaky, so I give myself a little break from that. So that's why it took me more than 30 minutes just to assemble her correctly. And the wings right here supposed to be a little bit upwards, but because for some odd reason, I have no idea, it just keep making it into this. Even how much clay I tried to put, it just gave me into this position instead of letting me go a little bit upwards. But I'll just let it go downwards just to make it safe. Like, I don't want to go for a risky task because I don't want to end up what happened to the glove. The right hand of Fairymon, the thumb, not her left thumb, the right thumb, unfortunately broke. But luckily I found a piece. But when it comes to the sticking part, I will have to ask my sister for that a little bit later. But for now, I want you to all see how lovely she looks like from head to toe. And I'm really loving this figurine. And if you may wonder how much she costs, like in overall, it's around 800 something, let's say 900 Hong Kong dollars. So 500 something for the pre-order, like a reservation, and then the remaining 300 Hong Kong dollars. Yeah, for the remaining price, 300 Hong Kong dollars. So I actually reserved this. Like, this is because it's limited. It was like on November or December 2020. For now, I'm not so sure if they still have any more stocks. But if you really want to get one of this, and I have to wait around 5 to 6 months for this company to make, it will take lots of patience to wait. But the patience are worth the wait if you really are careful of taking care of your figurine. So don't do the mistake as I did by dropping the gloves by accident. But in overall, I'm just happy to have gotten Fairymon, and I hope in the future, around next year when they celebrate the Digimon Frontier's 20th anniversary, I hope they will provide more of Izumi, she is also the holder of the Warrior of Wind. And if you do like this video of this unboxing of Fairymon, let me know in the comments down below which one of these parts do you like about Fairymon, and which one do you think it outstands her the most. And what are your high hopes for this company to make aside from Pokemon, Digimon, One Piece, Dragon Ball, or even the Demon Slayers? What are your high hopes in the future for this company to make? Feel free to comment down on this video, and of course I have to give them a huge credit, so feel free to check on their Instagram, which I will leave the description down below. And of course, don't forget to give this video the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in the next video.